Hi everyone, it's Jeff here from Avada. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at how to use the Avada phone number field element. By the end of this video you'll understand all the options in the phone number field element and how to use it effectively in forms. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay up to date with all new Avada videos. Alright, let's dive in. The Avada phone number field element is a relatively simple form element to allow users to input a phone number. I have the enrollment form open here from the online school Prebuilt, so let's edit the existing phone number field element. The first option we see is the field label. This is the text displayed above the field telling users what information to enter. Clear, concise labels help users quickly understand what's required. But in this case there is no field label, as labels have been added above the field with the text block element. The field name is the internal identifier used by the system. This is what you'll see in submissions, email notifications, or other integrations. A descriptive field name helps you organize and use the collected data efficiently. This usually auto-fills from the field label, but you can of course set this to whatever you want, but you don't want to leave it empty. Required field is the next option, and here it is set to no. If you set it to required, an empty input notice option appears underneath it. What you add here then displays if data input is left empty on a required field. Placeholder text comes after this and allows you to provide a title, hint, or example inside the field itself, such as has been done here with enter your phone number. Unlike the field label, the placeholder disappears as soon as the user starts typing, serving as guidance without taking up extra space. Tooltip text is the next option, and if you enter tooltip text, a question mark displays above the field and the tooltip displays on mouse over. There's an input field icon option if you want an icon in the field, and after this comes an autocomplete tokens option. With this you can select an autocomplete detail token. It is off by default, which means the browser is not permitted to automatically enter or select a value for this field. Another option is on, which obviously means that the browser is allowed to automatically complete the input. However, no guidance is provided as to the type of data expected in the field, so the browser would use its own judgment. You can also set a predefined or custom token. See the option description for a link to more info. Then comes custom pattern. If you want, you can enter an allowed input pattern. There could be many input patterns for a phone number depending on where you are in the world and whether it's a landline or a mobile, etc. This input pattern, for example, forces an input such as 123-456-7890. For this example though, I will leave this empty. After that there's a tab index, which controls the field's order in keyboard navigation, useful for accessibility and prompting users to tab through fields in a logical sequence. And then we find the CSS class and CSS ID options for further customization with CSS if you need a unique look or behavior. Finally there is the conditionals tab, where you can add conditional logic to the element. Okay, that's the phone number field element. And that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more Avada tutorials and deep dives. And if you have any questions or need help, feel free to create a support ticket. Our team is always ready to help. As always, thank you for choosing Avada.